So I realized it's been a while since I've done a review on Yom and Layl. I've had the discovery set that we'll be pulling some things out of. Had it for a little while now, and you can see here, this is another one that I'd ordered maybe about a month ago when I got in Solar. Hadn't done a review on some of these things, so it's time. Stick around. We got one we're going to do right now. All right, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kevin, and this is SmellGoodz. Appreciate you coming through. Appreciate you hanging out with me for a little bit as I give you another fragrance review of something that has been added to my fragrance collection as I'm documenting my fragrance journey. And as I'm doing that, I'm kind of inviting you into this space and sharing what I like, what I don't like, as well as just some recommendations that might help you in your fragrance journey. All right, do me the favor as you are coming in, of course, hit that like, hit that subscribe, request notifications, share, meet me in the comments. Also, while you're in the comments, just a little above in the description, there's some discount codes for you to take advantage of. One is my collaboration with Decant X. Definitely take advantage, save yourself 10% there. As well as if you're looking for Middle Eastern brands, Triple Traders is a place that I also get some things from occasionally. They also have a 10% discount there as well. Take advantage of both of those. Save yourself some money as you are growing your fragrance collection as well. All right. So with that said, one of the fragrances that I got out of this is doing its Cologne. And if you're not familiar, Yom and Layl, just for those that are coming into the channel very recently, Yom and Layl is a fragrance house out of Chicago, my hometown. Shout out to all my Chicagoans. Not where I live right now, though. But Yom and Layl is a house that does a lot of inspired buys, a lot of clones, if you will, of very high, a lot of the niche brands, Creed, Nishane, Mind Games. They do a variety of them and do them very well in an extrait to parfum concentration. So nice 40% oil concentration. I've not come across one that I would say is bad or horrible or anything of that nature. All of them that I've come across have been pretty good. May not always be my scent profile, but they're always pretty good as far as just their performance. All right. So I ordered a discovery set from them, like I mentioned. And in this one, I got a few things that had been on my radar, just as far as either things that I either wanted to put nose on or things that I wanting to see if they could basically hold off the itch, if you will, of getting the OG, right? Never going to tell you to not buy the OG, but if you can find something that kind of fit, satisfy that itch or that craving until you can get up to that point where you get that OG, definitely cool with that. All right. So one of my holy grail bottles, one of the bottles that is going to make its way in my collection at some point, is one by Creed, and it's not a Ventus, although that will be in my collection soon as well. But Royal Oud is what I would consider to be one of my holy grail fragrances. And when I say holy grail fragrances, I mean these are fragrances that are prized fragrances to me. These are fragrances that are like, they either symbolize something to me as far as a milestone or achievement, or they just represent something that I'm like, yes, that's what I want to have. Those, mean something very special to me. So for me, for example, two that I already have in my collection are Bleu de Chanel and Don Sauvage by Chris Collins. Those were two that I said, these are holy grail fragrances for me. These are ones that no matter what, I'm going to find a way to get those in my collection. And they made it their way in, of course. All right. But Royal Oud from Creed is another one of those fragrances that is there. All right. And so with that said, I wanted to see if Yom and Layl could produce something that was going to be on par with that, or, if slightly less, I'm fine with it. It puts me in the same space, puts me in the vein, helps to satisfy that itch, satisfy that craving for a season. We'll do that. And so this one is, they call it Regency Oud. This is just the 10 ml out of their travels or the discovery set. As far as the notes are, and they're pretty much going to line up with Royal Oud from Creed. Pink pepper, lemon, Sicilian bergamot up top. Middle notes is going to be cedar, angelica, and galbanum in the middle. And then base notes is going to be sandalwood, oud, and musk. So one of the things that I appreciate about Royal Oud is that it just comes off as a very manly scent, right? The woodiness of it is just definitely this is a solidly male fragrance, right? There's nothing unisex about it. It is definitely for the brothers. It is definitely for the guys. And so that's one of the things I enjoy about it, and as far as just it being a great smell, a great scent as well. So this has got something to live up to. I've worn this already once or twice. Atomizers on these is really good. In the air, you get some of that bergamot in there, but that cedar is there as well. And I think the cedar is really what helps to punch this up some. Now, what I will say, just as far as the difference between this and Royal Oud is minor. I think that Royal Oud is a little more in your face, if you will. It is a little more raw, if you will. This is a little more smoother. This is a little more pulled back. Not saying that you don't get the Royal Oud scent off of this. You definitely get Royal Oud when smelling this. You definitely get transported into that space of smelling Royal Oud. I'm right now, just even smelling this, I'm taken back to when I first smelled it in the dealer store that I go to sometimes to, get familiar with some of the creeds. Yeah, this right here is in that space. This right here is there for me. And as far as the performance, it lasts pretty decently, not beast mode performance, but it's never really been, as far as Royal Oud, it's never been a huge projector or a room filler. So this isn't a room filler or a projector. This does kind of have a more intimate scent bubble, but it is one that when you smell it, you just smell you smell the testosterone, you smell the manhood, you smell the big dogs, right? This is one of those fragrances that for me is going to feel at home in a variety of situations. This does not have to be office wear, although it definitely fits in the office. This does not have to be suited and booted, although it's going to be working very well with a nice suit, nice tie, nice wingtip shoes, all that fun stuff. But this is something that even just out with the fellas or out with wifey, just in a casual setting, this works as well. Yeah, this is going to satisfy the itch for a little while, as far as the craving, I should say, for Royal Oud. Doesn't completely take it away, but it definitely does present another banger, another nice one from Yom and Layl that is putting out good quality stuff, that definitely puts out stuff that puts you in that space that if you're saying, listen, I want to get something that is going to remind me of that or put me in that space without spending $300, $400, $500. Yeah, this is doing it. So as far as what I'm concerned, this is another winner from Yom and Layl. They have put out another banger, and this is not new. So this is just me experiencing it. Yeah, this is nice. And you might be able to see if I can get it so you can see the oil sheen. Yeah, the oil concentration is nice on this. All right. So that's it for this one. Just wanted to come in do that quick review for you, let you know my thoughts. This is probably something I may even go ahead and order a full bottle from Yom and Layl of this, just because I do like this, and this is something that I'll probably be wearing a little more, especially as we're kind of still in that spring, moving into summer time. I'll probably pull this out some more. All right, that's it for this one. Again, do me the favor, stay safe, stay sane, stay smelling good. Also, hit that like, hit that subscribe, request notifications, share, watch the video that's here, and then make sure you come back and watch the video that's right down here. All right, see y'all next time. Have a great one. Be blessed. Peace.